Aww. Soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. This savory snack not only uses your farm fresh cheese, but also your excess whey, giving it a flavorful base reminiscent of the warm seasons past. Hello shepherds, welcome back. And if you're new here, hello! This is where we talk all things sheepy. My name's Megan, and today, let's make some homegrown drop biscuits. So I started making this style biscuits many years ago, after getting severely sick for the last time from a popular chain of restaurants that I'll call Orange Crustacean. So I decided to start making my own cheddar drop biscuits. And one of the things I love about this recipe is that it incorporates melted butter rather than cold or frozen butter to get cut into that flour. Now don't get me wrong, I love a good buttermilk southern style biscuit, but when I want a biscuit that's ready quickly but also just so satisfying, this is my go-to quick comfort recipe. So to start out, these biscuits get most of their flavor from the type of cheeses and liquids. So just bear that in mind when choosing your flavors. So to start, I'm going to pop the ingredient list up on the screen, but it'll also be in the description below. Okay, so let's grab our bowl and ingredients and start by adding our dries. So we'll need about 1 cup or 145 grams of all-purpose flour. We'll also need 1.5 teaspoons or 6 grams of sugar, 1 1/4 teaspoon or 5 grams of baking powder, anywhere between 1 to 3 teaspoons or 3 to 9 grams of garlic powder, it's to your taste, and 1 gram or 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you're using any dairy milk powders, go ahead and add that in here, as well as any herbs or dried fruits. This is really great with fresh chives, but mine are currently under a pile of snow. So I'm just adding in garlic powder for today. And next up, let's go ahead and make a well in the center of our flour and add in our wets. For the liquids, the more flavorful the liquid, the better the flavor in the biscuit. So your buttermilks, yogurts, or in this case, whey. I'm using about 1/2 cup or 115 grams of thawed out whey ice cubes. I like to add our water or milk or whey first into our well of flour and then add in our melted butter. I just find this step really helps blend the butter into the flour in a better way. Also on that note, I'm using sheepskin, but any melted butter that's your favorite works really well too. Lastly, let's go ahead and add in our cheese. I like to mainly use some of our sheep's milk Farmhouse cheddar, so it's a bit palish. I think next year I may play around with cheese colors, but we want to mix this in just until it comes together. I'm using about a handful of 2 of shredded cheese. Let's go ahead and pop this onto a pan. It's really quick to mix up and it's a bit of a wet, sticky dough. Okay, so let's go ahead and bake this for about 10 to 15 minutes. I kind of just wing it when it comes to cooking it and just pull it out when the bottoms are browned. But if you want the tops browned, it helps to baste the tops with a butter wash. I'm passing on that for now. But there's just a slight bit of browning on the tops, but it's mostly brown on the bottom, and that's how we know it's ready. It's been about 10 minutes actually for this one. Let's go ahead and crack this open while it's still hot. It's crispy on the outside, which really complements that soft, fluffy interior. I don't know if you can see it, how soft it is on the inside, or if you can hear how crunchy it is on the outside. With each bite, at first I'm getting a lot of tangy notes from our cheddar, and then the rich, warm ghee flavor coming through. I used whey from our Swiss Manchego made from earlier, so I don't get as much of the flavor of the whey coming through as I thought I would. I have some brunost in the fridge, and I think I might shave some in for the next time for more of that punch of whey flavor. But with each bite, you can really taste that cheddar and the warm tones from the ghee. It's really fun, and even there's the little hints of garlic in there that really come through. These are a pretty fun treat, and they're really best eaten the first week. I really prefer these warm, so to reheat them, I like to toast them a little. Other family members prefer them with a bit of butter and maybe some jam to boot. And there you have it. Mostly sourced straight from the backyard to your table. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this or what other flavors you really like in your biscuits. If you've enjoyed diving into the sheepy side of the dairy world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the bell, where we explore sheep-focused lifestyle every week. If you made it this far, an extra special thank you. I appreciate you. And until next time, ta-tas!